What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, AC Milan, in the round of 16, first leg, guys. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video. So we made two changes from our last game against Real Sociedad in the second leg. Talking about the starting 11 now, so we started with Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Bailey, Maguire, Tellez, McTominay, Matic, Greenwood, Fernandes, James and Martial. Getting into the overall reaction now. Shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Man United held by AC Milan. Milan stunned Man United with late goal. I'm gutted after that. That's disappointing, annoying and frustrating. This tie is wide open, and it definitely is. It's all down to the second leg now. We need our injuries back for next week. If we took our missed chances, we would have won that 3-1. We are now up against it. Happy for Amad Diallo to get his first senior goal. That was a draw written all over it. This tie is not over. Defending was good. Performance was not good enough. First half, awful. Second half was better, but not good enough. It is what it is. Up the fucking Reds, and we move on. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? The performance overall for me, I think it was just not good enough from start to finish. I thought overall it wasn't good enough. I think it's not acceptable, to be honest, because this was our chance to get a good result against AC Milan. They had about 7 injuries out for this one, and which alerts us to say, you know, get on the front foot and get attacking and get a couple of goals on AC Milan. That should have been no problem for us last night, and we made it difficult for ourselves last night. Why did we make it difficult for ourselves? Because we couldn't string a pass together again in the midfield. We got absolutely dominated in that midfield. McTominay and Matic were poor. They both couldn't string a pass together, and they were both just playing it sideways and backwards. Play the bloody ball forwards, and this is it. Everyone will be worried now going into the second leg with them two as well. With no Donny, no Pogba, you think we're all scratching our heads thinking, what's he going to go with? Because it's probably going to be the same midfield anyway. I mean, the midfield last night was just appalling. It was dreadful. McTominay and Matic were just poor from start to finish, playing the sideways and backwards pass, not playing it forwards. And then at the end of the day, overall, it was just not good enough for my liking. We were 1-0 up for how long? We were 1-0 up on the 50th minute in the second half. And then you're thinking, right, let's try and get a second. And this is it. When you always get one goal, you know it's not comfortable at 1-0 unless you can see it out properly. And we didn't see it out properly last night. Why? Because we went too defensive. We had 8 players at the back, and that's just inviting pressure on. We invited the pressure on. They got a bloody corner, and that should have been easily avoided of giving away a corner in the first place. And then we get a corner, and yet again we have conceded another set play. How many more set plays are we going to concede on, by the way? Because these set plays that we keep conceding on is just simply not good enough by this club. Every single fucking time we always concede a set play, like Everton 3-3 in the last kick of the game, and they go and concede one right at the end to go and salvage a point. They were losing that game, and AC Milan were losing that game last night as well, and they went and bloody salvaged something out of that game, and they've got the bloody away goal. Advantage Milan now. That's not good enough by us, because we knew that we had to keep a clean sheet last night, and we failed to do that. What I said in my last video, I said, keep a clean sheet. If you don't keep a clean sheet, I mean, fucking hell, you're not going to get anything out of the game. So last night was not good enough. We conceded at the wrong time. Fans are frustrated, annoyed and disappointed with that, but it is what it is. We've got to move on from this stupid error that we made. People are saying it was a goalkeeping error, the goalkeeper should have been better, and then people are sort of going to be complaining about the defenders should have done better. People just, you know, our fan base is just ridiculous, because then they'll just go and blame it on Maguire when it wasn't even his fault. So I don't know, you could blame whoever for the goal, but I think it's just simply not good enough at the end of the day. And but yeah, I think in the first half, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy for Amad Diallo to get his goal. It was a Chicharito-esque goal, fantastic goal, to go 1-0 up, and then you're thinking, you know, we need another goal for it to be comfortable. You cannot be 1-0 up and try and see it out unless you can really defend it properly and see it out till the 90th minute, with also a couple of minutes on top of that as well. So, and that's what it is. We cannot see these games out properly, can we? And now we've seen it again with AC Milan. So it's just not good enough. It's just disappointing once again. But getting into the game now, I thought first half it kicked off. United had a slow start for the first 10 minutes. They had a banging goal and inside the first 10 minutes, which got overruled by VAR. We were lucky for that to get overruled by VAR because they could have easily got the away goal inside the first 10 minutes, but it was lucky it was a handball, something that we got away with. And then you're thinking, then we need to wake up a little bit, even if I think after the first 20 minutes we were still not awake as well. So this is it. This is what let us down. The first half was awful because the midfield was just getting absolutely dominated. And, you've got people that say that Matic can control the midfield. I mean, what the hell was Matic doing last night? It was not good enough. And I mean, just leaving it too wide open, not closing down runners, and it's just the simple stuff really that we're not doing properly. And this is it. And but it's going to be even difficult next week with their injuries, whoever comes back as well. So I'm expecting 4 of their injuries are going to be back next week. I don't expect 2 of their injuries to be back. Manusic and Zlatan, I don't expect them to be back with that because of their ages. With Zlatan nearing 40 and Manusic being 33 years old. So I think they're going to be out for this one. I don't expect them to be in this game. But if they are, we're going to have to be on our A game next week. And but at the end of the day, it's just so disappointing to concede a late goal like that. And we've got to take it on the chin and move on. And then I think in the first half, 20 minutes, not good. Could have easily conceded a goal. Got lucky by VAR. Did we come back in way in the game? A little bit. I don't think we really did much though, no creativity-wise. McTominay made a few good forward passes, tried to get the ball out wide to Dan James into space, but they did well defensively. I thought AC Milan were doing things better than us. It looked like we had their injuries and they didn't. They were passing it better. The tempo was better. The intensity was better by them. They looked bright. They looked sharp. Milan, we just looked like we were jaded and we were just too tired. And I think we were just trying to save ourselves for the weekend game. And when you've got this big game against AC Milan, and this is it. And then first half wasn't good enough. Second half, I thought we looked better. We looked bright. We looked sharp. Movement looked better as well. And then obviously with Amad Diallo coming on, made an impact from coming off the bench. Made the impact, got the goal in 5 minutes in, which is nice. And then you're thinking, when we get that goal, let's motivate and let's go and get another one and seal it off. No, United have got better plans. We tried to make these substitutions in the game with 15 minutes to go. And then we invite pressure onto us by going 8 at the back. I think tactically got it wrong, Ollie, towards the end. I think I would have pushed Luke Shaw I would have pushed Luke Shaw into that position where Dan James was, instead of bringing on another defender and trying to seal it out with 5 at the back. And then you've got Fred coming on as well. So when you play 8 players defensively, you're just inviting pressure on. And we invited that pressure on and they scored. And we got punished. These things happen, but it's just not good enough, is it? And I mean, it's all down to the second leg now. And we're in this crisis where we've got 7 injuries now going into the weekend. And we need our injuries back for next week. I don't think we're going to get all of them. We'll get some of them. I think we'll get Martial and Rashford back, but I don't think we'll get Mata, Van der Beek back. I don't think we'll get Cavani back. And I don't think we'll get Mata back. So I think we'll be lucky enough to get 2 players back for next week. But again, like I'll say it again, if we took our missed chances, we would have won that 3-1. We didn't, did we? It's just not good enough by these players. And you know what, I had a feeling before that game kicked off, and I thought it was going to be a draw written all over it as well. Everyone was saying we were going to win, but then when I was just looking at that performance last night, sat there watching it, I thought, this is a draw written all over it. And at the end of the day, yeah, it's just not good enough. But at the end of the day, we've got to keep our hopes up for next week. The tie's not over yet. I like the mentality, what the players are saying. It's only just half time. Still a lot to play for. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be tough, but we're going to have to go there and we're going to have to get a result next week against Milan, in Milan as well, at the San Siro. It's disappointing, annoying and frustrating to concede right at the end. Everything was in our favour with the goal that Amad scored. Now that we have a mountain to climb in the second leg, why have we put ourselves in this position? Because of our shite defending towards the end of the game, and we gave away a set play and we conceded on that stupid set play. People are blaming Henderson for that. It could be a goalkeeping error. It could be, a discipline thing where, maybe we should have just cleared the ball instead of playing it for a stupid corner. I sort of get nervous nowadays when we have these set plays because we just don't know what we're doing on these set plays. And I was trying to look back if we were zonal marking, and we were. We were zonal marking again. Not marking players again, zonal marking. When you're zonal marking, you just lose your player. The player's available and then he's there to header it home. I mean, we're in this position because of our shit defending. It's a kick in the teeth for all the players. I think the players are disappointed. Amad's disappointed as well. He thought we had that towards the end of the game, and then you just get hit by this stupid set play that we concede. Why do we keep on conceding set plays? We're not organised at the back, and we zonal mark, and we're not organised, and we think we've got it in the bag, and then we just go and concede right at the end, and it's just not good enough. And we're in this position because of our shit defending, and shit defending like that's always going to cost you. It's a kick in the teeth. Maguire's frustrated as captain. Other players are disappointed. Bruno especially as well. Ollie was disappointed as well. He said that we dropped back far too deep. Well, that's your tactics, not mine. I would have had Luke Shaw high up the pitch. Tactically, probably if you would have put Luke Shaw in that position, this is it. When he went 8 at the back, he was taking a gamble. He took the risk. He went 8 at the back and we conceded. It's not good enough. And even with 8 at the back, we couldn't even see it out properly. That's how embarrassing it is as well. It's just not good enough. It's now advantage AC Milan with the away goal. What do we need to do in the second leg to go through? We need to go to Milan next week on Thursday night, and we have to get the first goal. We have to get the away goal. And the mentality for AC Milan is don't concede the away goal. And what they'll be thinking is don't concede the away goal. We need to score the first goal. So this is it. Pressure's on us, to be honest, to pull something out the bag. And the reason the pressure's on us is because we need the away goal. If we can get the away goal, then they'll be shitting themselves. Then they'll have to score a goal to go through. So, and that's pretty easy for them as well. So I think we're going to have to go down there. We're going to have to get on the front foot, play with high intensity, play with high tempo, and we're going to have to do all the good stuff to go and try and beat this very good team in AC Milan. And we're going to have to make sure we have to get the first goal. We cannot afford to go behind in this game. Because if we go behind in this game, if we concede the first goal, it's a big mountain to climb, and then we have to go and score 2 goals to go through. And that's where you'll be scratching your heads thinking we're not going to score 2 goals. So it's important for us to get the first goal against AC Milan. We have to get that away goal in, and then we have to go and chase for another goal. And if we can go and chase the second goal, it's over for them. They can't really get through then, because then they'd have to score, I think, 3 goals to go through. So it's just not good enough, and now we're in this position where we have to go away from home next week and get the away goal first, and we can't afford to concede first, because if we concede first, it could be over for us. So at the end of the day, their mentality will be don't concede the away goal, we need to score first, and our mentality will be we need to go and score the first goal and don't let them get there. Our mentality is going to be we need to get the first goal and don't concede, and that's what we have to go and do next week to go through. So we need to score 2 goals for my liking to get this comfortable and through against a very good team in AC Milan, and it depends on their injuries as well. And I think we're only going to get 2 of our 7 injuries back. I think Rashi's going to be involved, and I think Martial's going to be involved, but I don't expect Cavani, Donny, Pogba, Mata to be involved. I don't expect them to be fit. I mean, this is it. We've got to make sure we have to score the first goal, control it, and then dominate, and then we're going to have to try and find a way of getting a second goal to make it more comfortable and to make sure that we're through. So yeah, we're going to have to make sure we get the first goal, and we can't afford to concede the first one, because if we concede the first one, then we have to go and score 2. And it's going to be a tough task then. So that's why we have to go there, get the first goal, and don't concede their goal as well. Was a draw a fair result? I think it was. I think if you ask me, yes, I think a draw was a fair result. I don't think neither team deserved to win. But I think, to be honest, I mean, AC Milan did do more than us to go and win the game. But at the end of the day, they didn't take the chances, did they? We didn't take ours. We missed 2 great opportunities to score and we didn't take them. And this is it. Next week, we're going to have to go there and take our chances. That's what it's all about next week. We have to go down to Milan. We have to make sure we have to go and take our chances. I think a draw was a fair result, yeah, definitely. I was thinking before this game, I had a feeling it was going to be a draw. I just had a feeling it was going to be a draw, and it ended in a draw. There you go. But yeah, a draw was a fair result, pretty much, yeah. Who is my man of the match? Some players had a decent performance. Some players were not great as well. I thought Henderson I think he had a good game. Didn't have much to do despite conceding the goal. Wan-Bissaka, I don't think Wan-Bissaka did enough to get the runs in from behind and to get into space, so I don't think he really did much. Wan-Bissaka, Bailey, Maguire, thought they were fantastic as a duo, and then obviously the spotlight's on them for conceding the goal as well. Tellez, I don't think he really got in the act as much, didn't really do the overlap as much, didn't really see him get in the act and making crosses into the box. Not the real Alex Tellez. I don't think I saw that last night from Tellez. Matic and McTominay, they've got to take the criticism from last night. They were poor last night, absolutely poor. Them two. I hope he changes it up for next week as well. Greenwood, I thought he had a decent game again. I think he found it difficult as well. Bruno, I thought he had a good game. Great ball over the top to Amad as well. James, I thought he had a decent game but was okay. Martial came off at half time. Again, didn't get much of the service. I think the only player or the only players that can really keep their heads up high and say I had a decent game was probably Henderson, Bailey and Maguire, to be honest. I thought them 3 were fantastic. And also Amad. I'm pleased for Amad. To be honest, I think I'm going to give it Amad, only just because of his goal. I'm happy for him. He's still got a lot to develop. He's still got a lot to play for in his career. I'm going to have to give it Amad for the goal. Brilliant assist by Bruno. It's just what he does at the end of the day, Bruno, isn't it? How do we beat AC Milan in the second leg? Now, this is it. We're going to have to go down to AC Milan. We're going to have to go to Milan and we have to make sure that we get the first goal. We have to get the first goal. We cannot afford to concede first. We have to get the first goal, and their mentality is don't concede the away goal. We need to go and score the first goal as well. This is going to be 2 teams going at it next week. We need to get on the front foot. We need to play with high intensity, high tempo, get in between the lines. I don't even think we got in between the lines a lot last night as well. We need to make the runs in from behind. We need to look bright. We need to look sharp. The movement needs to look good. We need to make sure we can string a pass together. That he needs to get the right midfield combination as well. I thought Matic and McTominay were not great last night. Maybe playing Fred might be an answer, maybe. And I think if he pulls out a good performance on the weekend, maybe Fred should start over McTominay or Matic, one of them at least. I mean, it's just not good enough. So coming into this game, we need to have some hope. We need to motivate these players for this fixture. Both teams are going to be looking at this fixture thinking we've both got a chance here. Both teams know it's not over yet. There's a lot to play for. We need to make sure we have to go there and score the first goal. If we don't score the first goal, then we're in danger. We're in danger because then we'd have to score 2 goals. We need to get on the front foot. We need to create early chances in the game. We need to play with high intensity, high tempo, get in between the lines, pass in the movement. We need to look bright. We need to look sharp. The basics. You need to get the right midfield right. I think Bruno's obviously going to play this one. We're going to have to sort of have a quick start. If we can have this quick start, this quick and bright start to the game, and we'd be sharp on the ball as well. If we can have the quick and bright start to this game and get the early goal inside, it's always crucial to get your first goal inside the first 10 minutes. And if we can get the first goal inside the first 20 minutes of that half, things are going to be looking right for us. Because then, if we can get a second just before half time, that'll be lovely. So I think it's always crucial to get our first goal before half time, regroup, go again in the second half, and then go and kill it off in the second half with another goal. And we're gonna have to back that up with another goal, because one goal's not going to seal it, definitely not for sure. And we have to go for it next week. On the front foot, attacking, fluid, intensity, high tempo, and we've got to go for it. We're going to have to take the game to them as well, and we need more like that. And we need to see the intensity, the tempo, and the play. We're going to have to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90. Depends on their injuries as well, who's back and who's not fit as well. So we're going to have to be on it mentally, physically. We need to prepare well for this game as well, mentally and physically. We need to be ready on the day, and we've got a challenge upon us here. It's a tough mountain. It's a mountain to climb. Ollie's been in this position before, and I believe that we can pull something out in this game. and hopefully get through to the next round. These are a tough this is a tough side, and if we can beat AC Milan, I'll tell you now, we will be in contention of winning the Europa League. Get past these on Thursday, we'll be in contention of winning this Europa League, and then the next round will get a lot easier for us then, hopefully, for sure, hopefully. And you have to, this is it, when you play the best, you have to beat the best, and that's what we have to go and do on Thursday next week. Go and produce a fantastic performance. We need to turn up, we need to perform for a full 90 minutes, and I believe we can knock them out. We can knock them out. Get the first goal, get the second goal, we can knock them out, and they'll be stunned, they'll be shocked. We got 4 goals in Turin 2 weeks ago. We can do it at the San Siro in Milan. Go and do it, and I think we'll fucking do these. Just gotta be on our A game from minute 1 to minute 90. Getting into the goals now. First goal, Matic passed the ball to Bruno. Bruno puts a fantastic ball over the top to Amad. Amad scores a Chicharito-esque goal. Absolutely sublime. Getting into the stats now. Possession for Man United, it was 50.9%, and for Milan it was 49.1%. Goals for Man United, it was 1, and for Milan it was 1. Total shots for Man United, it was 7, and for Milan it was 15. Shots on target for Man United, it was 2, and for Milan it was 5. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 28.6%. And for Milan it was 33.3%. Shots inside the box for Man United it was 5, and for Milan it was 7. Shots outside the box for Man United it was 2, and for Milan it was 8. Total passes for Man United it was 499 passes, and for Milan it was 478 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United it was 84.6%, and for Milan it was 85.8%. Getting to the substitutions now. Martial went off for Diallo. Talk about Anthony's performance. Started encouragingly but faded and was substituted at the pause, having required treatment in the first half. Fernandes went off a Fred. Talk about Bruno's performance. Should have claimed an assist for Maguire. His assist for Amad was world class. Another moment masking an off-colour performance. James went off for Shaw. Talk about Dan's performance. The selection was inevitable, but James is now getting picked for what he does off the ball. Missed a good chance. Should have taken it, Dan. And this is it, we're going to have to take our chances as well. Wan-Bissaka went off for Williams. Talk about Aaron's performance. Offered little in attack once again, but is starting to look fatigued. Substituted in the last 20 minutes. Next up, we've got AC Milan in the second leg. AC Milan are second in the Serie A, and AC Milan have got a tough game on the weekend. They've got Napoli on the weekend. That's going to be a tough one for them. But this is it, we're going to have to be hopeful. The players are going to have to be motivated. These players will probably look nervous and exciting at the same time. But this is it, we're going to have to go there, and we have to make sure we get the first goal. We cannot afford to concede the first one, and then it's a big mountain to climb. Then we'd have to go and score 2 goals away from home. We have to get the first goal, and if we get the first goal and we look good inside the first half an hour, and then go into the second half and get the second, we're safely through then to the next round, and they'll be stunned. And this is it, we're going to have a quick and bright start to that game. High intensity, high tempo. We're going to have to get in between the lines, get some crosses into the box, create our chances, and when we create these chances, we're going to have to go and take our chances, because we cannot afford to do that, what we did last night. We have to take our chances, and we have to take advantage of them as well. It's going to be very crucial to take our chances against these lot, because you have to bury your chances, and we have to make sure we take our chances in the crucial moments, at the crucial times, and we have to take advantage of these chances that we get as well. Ollie needs to pick the right team. He needs to put the players in the right positions. He needs to balance the team out right. The structure in the team needs to be right. We need depth in the team, and he needs to select the right formation for the game. AC Milan are scoring 1.8 goals per game. So far, AC Milan have conceded 1.2 goals per game. They have the 5th best defence in the Serie A. In the Europa League, AC Milan have won 4, drawn 4 and lost 1. They've lost to Lille 3-0, and at their place as well. So hopefully that can come back and haunt them as well, especially as well. This will be the 12th meeting with AC Milan. The last time Man United beat AC Milan was on Wednesday the 10th of March 2010, and it ended 4-0 to United. Can we do it 11 years later? The last time Man United beat AC Milan was on Wednesday the 2nd of May 2007, and it ended 3-0 to Milan. The players to look out for is Donnarumma, Calabria, Dalot, Hernandez, Tomori, Benanza, Tonali, Hakan, Manuzic, Ibrahimovic, Rebic, Leao and Diaz. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.